Hello and welcome to the Boys Upstairs show. I am Tommy. Today we are joined by a lot of people. We have Sean, we have Anthony, we have Martin, we have Andrew, and we have Jake.
It's good to be back.
So today we're going to be talking about some different type of things. Very interesting topics today. We're going to start with the last night's game. So the Bucks won 120-100. Giannis was the only, other than LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal, the only player to have back-to-back 40-point, 10-rebound games ever in the history of the world.
Wow.
On the flip side, Devin Booker was 3 for 14, 1 for 7 from 3, and finished with 10 points.
That's
so that was the thing that they were talking about today, Martin, was that a guy like Booker in a game like that, that's not the main story today. Like, people aren't going after him because he only had 10 points because he's not at that superstar level yet. He's still a star. So if, like, for instance, KD or LeBron had a game in the finals where they had 10 points, that would be insane. Like, but because it's Booker, for some reason, we just don't look at him like that yet. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know when, maybe if he wins this finals, then he would be in that category. But as far as Giannis goes, the question is, if he wins finals this year, and he would be finals MVP after having the last 2 games that he has, would he be the best player in the NBA? I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on that.
oof. Tough question.
At age 24, he won MVP. At age 25, he won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. And then, in theory, at age 26, he would win Finals MVP and the Finals.
Jake?
So,
With the Bucks.
yeah. And in a super team era, he did it without a super team.
Jake is ready to drop a Woj bomb.
No.
He's not the best player in the
And
league.
can I say a couple things? In my opinion, he didn't deserve either of those MVPs. First year, it should have been Harden, then LeBron, but he was awesome. There's still major holes in his game. He airballs free throws, and the fans kind of get into his head.
Yeah.
And I think he actually said in a post-game interview when they played the Nets that Kevin Durant was the best player in the league. So he literally admitted 2 weeks ago that someone
But
was
he beat him.
better than. Well, I'm just saying, like, it just shows if you're the best player, you kind of got to know that you're the best player and own it. And
Enough with the ad-libs.
there were...
You gotta let him know he's doing. He's
Stop
making a
saying
great
yeah
point.
or like
He's making a great point.
He would be probably a top 3 player. I would give him that. And if he goes back to back, that would be great. And one thing about Devin Booker, he's not a superstar yet because he had never been above 500 in his career until this year when Chris Paul saved that franchise. He's great. He probably will be a superstar in the future, but not now. And
So
you're right
speaking
about
of Chris Paul, who do you think is more valuable in this series, Chris Paul or Giannis?
Giannis.
to his team, Giannis.
Yeah.
Because they need him to have
But
40
I mean,
and 10 every game.
if you go by what you just said, if you take Chris Paul off the Suns, then they're last place in the West again.
No.
well,
That's
they
what
weren't
were.
last
That's what
place
they've
last
been for
year.
the
They
last
were like
10 years.
So you're telling me Chris Paul?
Well,
I'm
last
telling
year
you-
they were like 10.
I'm telling you, for our entire lifetime, the Suns have been awful. Now they have Chris Paul and they're in the finals. If that's not value to a
So is
team,
Chris Paul a superstar?
I was alive during the Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Nash days. So
okay.
0809.
Amari Stoudemire, Sean Marion.
7 seconds or less.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do. So not for our whole lives, but as of recent.
Yeah, a conscious being, basically.
Yeah.
Basketball paying attention to.
The Bucks need Giannis to have 35 and 12 a night. Chris Paul can have 18 and 7, but his like presence on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
the
including
stats
value.
don't tell the whole story.
Floor general.
He
He's in the
dishes out-
support route.
Yeah. I've been saying that Devin Booker's a cheat code and he makes every shot, but after last night, I don't know.
He's
what
not
to
a
say.
superstar. He's a scorer.
How can you lead a team to the finals and not be a superstar? That's what I'm saying. Would you not consider Devin Booker?
No, that's why
a
I think
superstar?
Chris Paul.
I think Chris Paul. Would you say Chris Paul's a superstar? I wouldn't say that either.
I think Chris Paul is the best point guard in the NBA. Sorry, Steph.
Pure.
You see how it's
Over
just went
Kyrie?
silent because it's a wrong.
See that?
100% over Kyrie.
It's-
Where's Kyrie at? He's
Who
where
said
you are on the
Kyrie?
couch.
Steph Curry and Damian Lillard. Like,
Well, I think LeBron's the
Two
best point
great-
guard. He's not
Who's
even
in
a
the
point
finals?
guard.
Okay,
That's
look,
weird.
I love Dame. I love Steph.
Yes.
But those two are out before the first round and out in the first round. Chris Paul's in the finals. So
he's in Portland.
Chris Paul's in Phoenix.
No,
Damian
you
Lillard.
can't-
Damian Lillard's in Portland.
I know, but what I'm
You can't-
saying
you
is
can't-
the
I know
Suns
he's a great-
historically are worse than the Blazers recently. So Chris Paul came in and changed the whole
So
thing.
you're just saying because they went to the finals that he's the best.
I'm talking about this year, value-wise. if you put Dame on the Suns, do they go to the finals? Maybe.
Absolutely, almost. Yeah,
But if you put Chris Paul on him, I know before the season I was not expecting. Like, when they trade for Chris Paul, I'm like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
And now they're in the finals.
I
so
thought they'd be
wrong.
6 seed. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they made it this far. I mean, Jake Crowder's balling out too, so gotta give respect to
Yeah,
that.
18 points last night.
Yep.
But who do you think is going to win the series?
Suns in 6.
Suns in 6.
Suns
Even after last
I'll
night?
say Bucks rides this one out, then maybe win on Wednesday night, and then Suns take it home.
If the Bucks even the series, I think they're winning it.
Ooh.
In 7 or 6?
If they play how they played last night,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's how it is. You can have off games, you can have on games. Like, it's just.
Devin Booker's not going to score 10 points again.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, he's not.
He might.
He had an off day, and I think they're gonna make
He
it
might.
back. He's gonna talk to the Suns and 4 guy. He's gonna get his mojo back. He's gonna get. He's gonna talk to his girlfriend. And,
So since breaking his nose, Devin Booker's only shooting 39% from the floor.
That's it.
So that's obviously a decline from where he was at before that. I don't know. I think that the Bucks, if they win the next game and then it goes back to Phoenix, I think the Suns will win that one. I honestly could see it going 7 very easily. And then it's just going to come down to, can they stop Giannis? Can Giannis make free throws? And is Devin Booker going to score more than 10 points? Which I think he will.
All
So
great questions. Yeah.
And they both have such great home crowds.
that is, unfortunately, all we have for today. Although there is going to be some surprise bonus content coming out at some point. And just stay tuned for that. But thank you to Sean, Anthony, Martin, Andrew, and Jake, and Seamus. And have a good evening.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
Signing off.